Let me get some milk.
Meal.
And cookies.
And turn
Let
it
me
up.
get some milk.
Meal.
And cookies.
And turn it up.
And cookies.
And turn it up.
And cookies.
And turn it up.
And cook.
Hey y'all!
We been at.
We're back at it again with another episode.
We missed y'all. We've been having so much fun doing this. I hope you all are enjoying it because we are. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, like, share, look at our other videos that we did. And again, I'm Jerisha.
I'm Marisha.
And yeah.
What are we doing today?
Well, let's do a little recap of last time.
For those y'all that didn't listen.
Yeah, go back and look. So, last video we talked about the freakum dress. What we talked about, Marisha, about the freakum dress?
So, with your dressing attire to the club, for those who don't know, this is a video about can you be saved and go out.
Right.
So, last week we talked about the little black dress, making sure that you are knowledgeable of what you should and should not wear. Being able to understand your motives behind picking out your outfits. Also being mindful of picking out things that look good to you and that brings and highlights your good aspects of your body and not your friends or someone else's. So
that's what we talked about. It was really good, so I hope you all watch it. But today we get into the nitty gritty today. Okay? We're going to be talking about the turn up.
Let's turn up.
Let's turn up. Yeah, we talking about the turn up, getting lit before you go out. And because we know from experience. And we just want to tell y'all the realness about the turn up. So, Marisha, what we starting off with?
So, what we're starting off with the turn up is, what is your purpose behind drinking? I know that's something you really don't think about. You just know it's just something you do. You know,
you just turn up.
Before you go out, you like, hey, shot. And it's just something you do, especially in the college years. But what is the real purpose behind choosing an alcohol beverage versus just drinking a regular soda? Like, why is it that when we feel the need to go out, we just have the urge and it just like you have to get alcohol beverage? Why can't you just have soda? Like,
well, I can answer that question for myself. When I did turn up like that, I was drinking for several reasons. When I drank, I feel free. I felt like I didn't have to think about stuff. I felt like I wasn't stressed. And I didn't have to, here's the word. I didn't have to be accountable for what I did because I was drunk.
So many people use that as an excuse to really say what they want to say.
I was drunk. Oh my God, I don't remember. My bad. I was drunk. And that's a real thing. And that's why I like to drink, because I didn't have to think, I didn't have to be responsible for my actions. I could just do what I want and then the next day just blame it on the alcohol, like Jamie Foxx said.
Oh, that is good. That's true. And a lot of people, I know some people would say, well, I just drink because I actually like the taste of liquor. I mean, you can. Some people do.
Some people may.
Some people
but what's the excessiveness?
Some people may like the taste of liquor, but at this point, though, 9 times out of 10 with some people, well, in most scenarios, in most cases, you're drinking because either, like she said, you done had a stressful time. You might be a little sad. You might be mad.
You running from something.
You trying to numb
yourself.
You're numbing something, and you're, like she said, you're trying not to even think about anything else. You just want to be carefree at the moment, or for a couple of hours, for a day or two, because some people hangovers be real. And most of the time people are drinking because you're numbing something. Now, don't get me wrong, you can have some alcohol beverages because of the taste that's different than regular sodas and pops, but 9 times out of 10, your purpose and your motives behind why you're having this drink and some for most people, young adults, it's more than one.
Yep.
It's because you're trying to numb something.
Yeah.
Really.
And that's what, because when I was asking God about this specific video, that's what he showed me, that you were trying to forget how stressed you was, or forget being this way or this way, trying to be perfect. And that was the only time you felt free was when you was drunk.
Yeah.
And before I dealt with that, that is what happened. And also, do you get drunk for courage? Because you were really a coward in real life.
Because like she said, you can just always as easily say, oh,
I
was drunk. They'll be like, oh, you was all up in such and such face.
Oh,
Or, you told homegirl off. You mentioned what happened last week and you just went in.
Knowing good and well you wouldn't do that for real. Be shaking like a stripper in your boots.
Or you been wanting to do it and you just use the alcohol as an excuse to do it in a way that was not godly.
Girl.
Where you was about to dang near get the fighting. Versus you could have handled that like an adult.
Like an adult.
With a sober mind.
Oh, maturity. Oh, with a sober mind. Oh, she hit y'all with the hot one.
That's like a scripture.
That is. Be alert and sober minded.
Hello.
And you can't do that.
So, no, yeah, that is. And that leads right on to the next point. What happens when you're drinking?
Honey, sis, child, brother, evangelist, whoever. Let me drop the key verse that we said, oh yeah, this highlights it. So the question is, what happens when you drink? So this verse said in Galatians 5:19-21, listen to what it says, okay? The acts of the flesh are obvious. Sexual immorality, impurity and debauchery, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions, envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God. Let me ask you this, Marisha. How many times when you got drunk, how many of these things did apply to you?
Well, I don't have no orgy. Well, a lot.
And that's what God showed me. When you drunk, you doing 90% of them. It's gonna be some discord. You probably acting ratchet. You probably yelling. Like she said, you addressing folks that you wouldn't real life. You get jealous, fits of rage. You definitely trying to get some nookie. Okay? Sexual immorality. Idolatry and idolatry don't mean you worship don't mean you worshiping calves and golden arches. It's idolatry.
Anything put
before God. The alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. So you doing majority of these things when you drunk. So you gonna act out of your flesh.
Yes. And that's the reason why the word of God tells you not to drink to get drunk.
Because it's gonna lead to all this other stuff.
Yes, but then that goes back to the first question then. So if you know that drinking is your thing, and if you know you one of them people, because I have literally heard a person say, I can't drink liquor and not get drunk. Like, that is the point. That's the key. Yeah. Then you're willingly giving in to all that stuff. You want that. You want that stuff. So your motive from the first question is that you doing this to numb. But if you someone that be like, nah, I don't never intend to get drunk. It just happened. You know your limits.
And that goes to the next point. Look at you moving like you're moving. No, that's a good thing. That was a good transition. The next point is safety parameters around the turn up. Like she said, you need to know your limits. If you know you can't do more than 2 drinks, don't drink more than 2 drinks.
Especially if you claim that you wasn't trying to get drunk in the first place.
We have done that. We have done that ourselves, okay? So we know the real.
Lying, straight up lying. Oh, how did we get to this point?
How did I get here? Oh my God, I was not even trying to get drunk. I was just chilling, and then I was just like...
It don't take a the rocket science to know clearly if you keep drinking in alcohol, you're gonna get drunk.
Cause it feel good. You feel free. You feel easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
And it's for real.
That's the truth.
And it's all gonna go back to your motives. Like originally, why did you choose to get that instead of Pepsi? Why did you? I mean, for real, like why? Who created the rule that you must have a shot before you go out in college? Who created the rule that pregame is universal? It's like,
and you know what
it's like putting on your drawers.
The real, what's that called? Crux. I don't know. Wrong word.
No.
The real of this message is, especially with college, you have to notice how much activity, drinking, drugs, how much it's a overconsumption of it because we all trying to be or all trying to do or all trying to feel something or be something. It's not a coincidence that this is, like she said, this is a universal thing. And you have to think about during college, that's a transition from you know, being adult, but not really to being adult for real. And that's hard. Mm-hmm. So you in this transition in your mind, why not have this thing that make you numb yourself? Life is hard right now. You got grades, you got your teachers, you got tuition, you got jobs, your parents. You might not even have no parents, you know what I'm saying? Plus you dealing with all the trauma that you done been through your life. Why not numb yourself?
Trying to fit in with these relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, and it lingers on into adulthood.
Yes.
Because even as adults, you still have people that if they go on a vacation, if they go somewhere and everyone is going out for the night, you still have the adults that still pregame. They buy up all the liquor, and before we go out, we having these drinks. Like, why can't you still be you in the club without being drunk?
Oh, that's the word. Can you be you without being drunk? Can you be you? Do you even know what you are? Ooh.
I felt that for somebody.
Do you even know who you really are without being drunk? Or the only time you can be yourself is when you're drunk.
When you're drunk.
Ooh. And this is what we do. It's cute and fun when you in college. The pre-game turn up. But when you turn 30 and 40 and you still turning up and pre-gaming and getting sloppy drunk, now that's pitiful. That's pitiful.
It has a different stigma.
It does.
When you get older.
It does.
And this is how you know, like, it's so bad with everyone in the universe. And like we're saying, including ourselves, how it was so bad. I have noticed that when I go to certain events like a wedding or a birthday party, and the individual who is the highlight of the night, if there's someone who's not big on liquor and they may not really have a lot of liquor there, like especially weddings, sometimes for weddings, if they don't have like an open bar or something, sometimes the crowd is different. Yeah. Sometimes the hypeness of it is totally different. Like, y'all think about it. Like, the whole vibe is different. Not saying ain't nobody having fun, but you notice that people start lingering out quicker. Not a lot of people on the dance floor. That's true. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something different. Because, I mean, I remember being at a wedding, and they didn't have liquor. I think they had like one signature drink and wine, and that's all you could get. And I've been in a wedding where they couldn't have no liquor in the building at all. And literally the DJ had to pump and prime everyone to get to the dance floor if it wasn't a line dance. Because the same people you would have seen had it been an open bar would have been turned. Yeah. And everybody would have been on the dance floor. Like, why do we have to have liquor? Liquid courage. Yeah. Like, why? Why do you have to have the liquor?
And it's true because it goes back to, are you okay? Why can't you be yourself? Or are you so scared of your real self that you don't know how to react to it? Or it could be, you know what? I'm not even really that type of person. I just act like that when I'm drunk. Because I done subscribe to what everybody said I am. Ooh. Oh my God.
I've seen that in all stages.
Yes, you are, even me, you are a totally different person when you drunk, and you so used to being the drunk you, because everybody likes the drunk you, but don't nobody like the real you, so you try to be the drunk you mostly, because don't nobody like you when you real.
That's really sad.
That's sad, but that's real. That really happens.
Man, that was hard.
Yeah, we just gave it to him. Yeah.
But there's some things to really think about.
Yeah.
Like, why do you feel the need to have to get a drink when going out? Why is there a difference in the hypeness of an event when there is no liquor involved versus there being liquor? Because the people are not being, they think they're not being themselves. They only can be themselves when they got
need
something
a
in
push.
their system.
And it's a good thing. Like now, like me and Marisha can go somewhere and have the time of our lives without a liquor in us. You would think a liquor is in us, but we can have fun and enjoy ourselves without a lick of liquor in us.
I remember one time me and this girl from college, my friend Alex, I don't know what made us do this, but they was giving away free Red Bull on campus. And it was the night of $1 party at college. And we was like, we not going to even drink. We just going to drink like 2 or 3 of these Red Bulls. Kill them. And we going to go in the party. Everybody think we drunk. And that's legit what happened. People thought we was turned off of like some Hennessy or something. No, my girl, no. We had no vodka, no nothing. We literally had 2 like Red Bulls apiece and up here bouncing like the Energizer Bunny. And still had the time of our life.
Exactly.
And you know what? We didn't have no hangover at the end of the day. We was just at an energy drink.
And at the end of the day, all of this goes back to moderation. Because we drink wine, but our motive is not to get drunk. If you want to drink wine to relax, have your nice glass of wine and sit down somewhere. Wine is also used for healing purpose, for digestive problems. Like, what's your motive?
Yeah, you drinking your mimosa and brunch.
Right. It's social settings,
it's
chilling.
Fine. You wanting to have your daiquiri, and it's fine when you know your limits, the parameters around it, when your purpose is clean cut. Because like I said, some people really do like the taste of liquor.
But if it's your conviction not to be drinking, you don't need to
drink. But some people do like the taste of liquor, and some people can drink fruity drinks or hard liquor and not get drunk and be straight. But that's true discipline, though.
Right. And that takes a lot.
That takes a lot of discipline and you being real with yourself.
Yeah.
With, like, why am I drinking
Yes. And so we can go on about this. But lastly, we just want to give y'all some safety tips for those who still gonna turn up and new to this. You know, it's okay. Don't put your drink down.
Please.
When you're in the club.
Please don't.
And come back and get it.
Don't. First of all, that's just nasty. Cause
you don't know who.
Some people I have literally seen spit in another person's cup.
Put a mile in her drink. What he say? Something about Rick Ross when he lost all them endorsements. Talking about he gonna put a mile in her drink. She ain't even know it. That's gonna be you, sis.
You never know. And when you're out, if a guy wants to buy you a drink, fine, that's cool. Go with him.
Yes. Watch that bartender.
Watch him get the drink physically. Like, literally watch him. Don't let him come back with the drink. No, your homegirl say, hey, come on, Shanti, let's,
y'all better ride out like a pack of sardines.
Hey, let's go to the bar with him. Because, you just don't never know what will happen between him getting it.
And be around responsible people. Don't be getting drunk and with people that you know that ain't got your best interest and having you out here looking stupid.
I have seen that where somebody be left out on the curb and
friends just
leaving with a dude.
Ooh, girl, that's a whole nother message.
That's a whole nother message.
So yeah, we just wanted to tell y'all that the turn up is real. We know turn up is the highlight of the night, but let's watch while we doing it. What's your purpose of drinking? What happens to you when you drink? How do you act? What does the drinking lead into? And lastly, know your parameters, know your limits, and be safe.
Make sure you have a designated driver.
DDs. And you not the DD.
DDs can't drink like that.
Okay.
No.
So, we appreciate y'all tuning in. I said appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Tag the people that's going to college. If you know a young adult or anybody you know that needs to hear this, tell them, girl, you need to check out the club series with Marisha and Dorisha because they is for real.
And even for the adults that still go out, just be mindful.
If you 50, come on, sis. Come on in here. In our next video,
you don't want to miss it because we are talking about, honey, going back to the motherland of that twerking, honey. And we get into the nitty gritty. We're popping that booty.
Oh, no.
Not that pussy.
You bet.
Okay, but no, we are literally talking about, can you twerk and be saved?
Ooh.
Is that even a thing?
All right, y'all. See y'all later.